I came to C12 after a search. I'm not a business person. I'm not a businesswoman. I always wanted to be a teacher, and we found ourselves doing early intervention, which is being a teacher and a social worker for kids who have delays and special needs ages birth to 6. The Lord allowed our first baby to pass away at 21 weeks, and then I had to do a maternity leave after that. And I'm a pretty busy person. I don't like being still. And so it was a lot of time to just reflect and God asking us to be still. And we just prayed that in the middle of losing this baby, that God would be true to what he says in his word and that he would use it for our good and his glory. And leaving the hospital empty was just so hard. And it was just, I'm a pretty passionate person, so there are lots of loud conversations with God on truly like, Lord, if you're going to do this, same way that David like ripped his clothes and was devastated. During that time as we were praying, God just laid on our heart tiny feet. The idea of being a business owner had never entered my mind until God called us to it. But the more time I spent with the Lord, the more I understood God has created me in his image. It is okay to be a Christian, a wife, a mom, and a business owner. And when you use the gifts God has given you, you glorify him. We have such an opportunity to love and minister to our community because of the situations God allows us to be in with these families. We wanted to make sure that kids were getting high quality services and that we would do a really good job taking care of our employees, which meant there was a huge responsibility on me to make sure that I was doing everything I could to do a good job of those things, because Tiny Feet's biggest weakness was going to be me. Every time I go to C12, it's about the equivalent of reading 3 books in a month and then going and implementing those things, except you have brothers and sisters who are in Christ challenging you on your blind spots, loving you in the hard times, and encouraging you to glorify God in the way you take care of your team. I think one of the most important things about Tiny Feet is our culture. And for me, C12 has been such a big part of that, having the tools and the resources to step into this mission field that God has called me to. In business, I'm learning things new every month. I am working on goals. They hold me accountable for meeting those goals, but it's not just business. These are my brothers and sisters in Christ, and they love me, and they're gonna hold me accountable on the personal side of things as well. When I look back on the 18 months that I've been in C12, it's all over our company and the way that God's using that to help us better love and serve our team. It's everything we're looking for and more that we didn't know we needed. It's a home for business leaders, whether you're a woman or a man.